Good morning, YouTubers. Stop it now. Enough. Good morning, YouTubers. How is everybody today? You want to come up here? You want to come up here? Come on. You're coming up here? What? Oh, come on. I can't get you. Ah. 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 Here. Alright. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody going today? Hope. Why the hell are you doing that for? Hang on, guys. I've got to see why the hell my charger. Sorry. Charging is not working. There we go. It should be charging. Hang on. Stay. Hang on, guys. I want to see why my charger is not working. It should be. There we go. There we go. It wasn't plugged in properly. There we go. Charger is charging. What was I saying? Oh. Part two of what I was saying yesterday. A lot of people are probably trying to figure out, well, Pete, what's going on with you with the van situation? Is it going to go ahead? Yes is the answer to that question. It is definitely going ahead. Nothing's going to stand in my way. I've got a goal in. Sorry, I've got a goal in my mind, and it's going to be done. My father is putting a lot of pressure on me, so there is that as well that I'm dealing with. But at the end of the day, you know, as I said yesterday in the live stream I done yesterday, I have to do what's best for me. You know, because the other day, as you know, I had that meeting for the budget and all of that. That's great. At the end of the day, you know, I only can focus, as you guys know, on one thing only. And that thing is getting that thing done. That's it. That's it. Nothing, you know, getting that thing done. If I get extra money, fine. But then I've got to realise also I've got a phone bill coming $390 that month for 2 months, fine. But I'm also trying to make the money for that thing in there. So, you know, that takes a priority to get that done. And, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, I do like people that give me advice and they help me with a set budget. But at the end of the day, my father does a lot of interfering. You know, he'll come out and he'll talk to the man and he'll say, well, I need help with this, I need help with the money. Well, hey, don't come to me just yet. Just let me sort out what I've got to sort out first. I can contribute what I can contribute. What do you want here? Take that, will you? I can contribute what I can contribute. Oh, you want one of these? Here. Here, you want one of these? You want one of these? So yeah, at the end of the day, I only can do what I can do, sort of thing. And yeah, I do apologise to people if they do think that is a bit selfish outlook. I do much apologise for that, but at the end of the day, I do try to do the best that I can. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not perfect. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, is what people like to say about me. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. What you see with me is what you get. I'm a person too, as most of you would know from the videos, and it would go down. Well, most of you would know, I'm a person that you really can't, you want to come up here? I'll just put you up here, come on. I'm on, fella. Say with me. There you go. Sit and say with me. I'm a person too that you really can't push me around. You can give me advice. That's fine. I don't mind, but I don't like having like an ultimative. Like, you know, what's more important, your van or your bed? I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to that. It comes down to what I personally feel is important to me, and that's to getting that dialed in. I mean, you know, it was said to me, oh, you know, why don't you, you know, you know, do you sleep in that or do you sleep in your bed? I mean, that was just like an opportunity sort of thing. You know, do you sleep in that or do you sleep in your bed? And you know, I mean, do you have to do that? Do you have to do what you're about to do? And the question is, yes, I do have to do what I've got to do because I've had it in my mind for quite a while. And you know, we've only got one life, and I've damn well got to bloody enjoy it and do the things that I have to do because I'm 54 years old. I've got ADHD and autism, and as most of you people would know, who knows how long anyone's got in life. And you know, I'm a bit of a free spirit, as most of you guys would know. I am a free spirit. I sometimes do things half-assed, as you've seen from my videos. I do things that are half-assed. I do stuff up. You know, not everything I do is perfect. I do admit that. But at the end of the day, I do try to do the best I can. And I do, you know, a lot of people say, well, you're a bit of a comedy person, Pete. Every time you do something, we know that you notice you try to do this and you try to do this the best you can. I do to try to do things the best I can. I really do. It always doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way in life. But I've got a motto. If you don't try, you'll never know. But if you do try and you stuff up, well then you save up and you get the job done properly. Now, in hindsight, now I'm saying this, in hindsight, I sort of got that job done properly. I sort of had a savings account. I could have had that done maybe the middle of this year. I could have got that done. And yeah, it was my fault for not sort of standing up to my father, because he is the type of person that does like to bully me. And he does like to come out, and he does like to, you know, his 2 cents worth, and he, you know, he tells everyone my medical history, my report, my story, and stuff like that, you know, to the guy when he was here. And I didn't appreciate that. I mean, I just looked there and I just, you know, at the end of the day, it's, well, give me he was talking to my dad, said, well, give me a number what you think Peter should pay. And I'm thinking, hey, never mind give Peter a number on what he should pay. Let Peter get the jobs out the way he has to do first. You know, and you know, that's why I don't like people that sort of push me into doing something I don't want to do. You know, I only can do one thing at a time. And I only can, as I said yesterday on the live stream yesterday, I only can focus at one thing at a time. I can't focus on everything at once. I just can't do that. I can't sit down and do a budget when I know that van has to be finished off properly. That, you know, that's in my mind. I want to get that dialed in. I want to get it dialed in 100%, because you never know what's around the corner. It could blow a head gasket or something. Hopefully it doesn't. But you never know what's around the corner, so I do have to have savings for that. So I want to get the couch done first. So that's out the way, and hunky donkey, that's all right. Then we'll save up for like mechanical bills, and then pay a few bills too on top. Because I buy wine, I do buy a bit of groceries if I've got money left over. I do. Don't get me wrong, because people may think you don't contribute anything to the house, Peter. You're blood, you're this and that. I do. Believe me, guys, when I say I do. I bought a pizza yesterday for the family. I bought garlic bread for the family. You can't. You know, I bought wine last week. I bought sausages for the barbecue. I bought bread. I bought cooking oil. I bought this Airguard here for the family. So you can't say I don't contribute, because I do. I do contribute when I've got money to contribute, if you know what I mean. I mean, you don't forget, on a pension you don't make much money. And when you've got bills that are coming in and out, and I know a lot of people will be saying at their screens now, they'll be saying, well, concentrate on your bills, don't worry about that. It doesn't work that way. You may think that way. Fine, that's your opinion to think that way. My opinion is, hey, that thing's first. That's it. Argument non-existent. That's what I, you know, because I've got to work on a budget, right? But at the moment, I can't think of budgets. I can't think of them. The only thing I can think of is getting that done and then seeing away, because it's all right to put it on paper, this, that, that's fine to put it on paper, but I got it up here, which is most important. I got it up here, and see, I'm not the type of person that I like people telling me, they can give me advice, fine, give me advice. At the end of the day, if I accept that advice, that's my business. If I don't accept your advice, well, hey, no hard feelings, my friend. Let's move on to teaching me something different. Just give that a bit of a break. Put it on the back burner for a while, so then I don't have to stress out and stuff like that. Because I do stress out. Like for 2 nights now, and I didn't bring this up on the live stream yesterday. For 2 nights now, I haven't been getting much sleep, worrying about this bullshit budget thing. I've not been sleeping that well, and it's constantly on my mind, because I'll explain something to you guys. People with ADHD like myself, we get pumped very quickly. We get excited when there's a project that we know that we've got in our mind and we've got to do it. I mean, I've had this in my mind to get that job done for at least 4 or 5 months. I've had it in my mind. After I got butch, I thought, well, I've got mechanical stuff, well, I've got brakes. And they gave me a quote, and that's okay for next year, that's fine, But then, it's building up to the stage, now, I can get that done. Which is good, because I'm saving, I can get it done. I'm not touching money from that account, if you know what I mean. I'm putting into that account to get that done. If that does make a lot of sense to a lot of people, that's what I'm going to be doing. If people are asking me out there, but what about the budget? Are you still going to be doing your budget, or what's going to happen with that, Pete? In hindsight, we'll do it just for the fun of it. I won't put it into practice yet, because I have to get other things done that are more important to me than same with me, other stuff. I'll put in what I can afford in the house, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I sort of also can't be told that, hey, it's a number that you have to think of a number, and we'll talk about it next week after next when I come. Never mind about let's think of the number, let's just see how I feel about all this. Never mind, when you're outside you've got to pay rent. Well, fair enough, that's a different story, but just let me get the things done first here before that comes up, because I know I'm not stupid. People may think that I look stupid, but I'm not. I do have trouble on certain things, yes. I do have trouble in doing my everyday life living, yes. But when it comes to like budgeting money, I reckon I'm doing pretty good. And I'm not the type of person I like to tell people how much I've got, how much is going in there, how much is going out. That's not who I am. That's private. I class that as what's in my pocket, that's my pocket. No one else's pocket, but my pocket. What I do with that, that's my business, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. I know some people saying, well, that's a bit of the wrong way of looking at stuff, Pete. You shouldn't be looking at it that way. You should be looking at it this way. And hey, I totally get you. Yeah, at the end of the day, as I have said, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I'm not knocking anyone's opinion. I do appreciate everyone's opinion. I appreciate everyone that has tried to help me and try and steer me in the right direction. But at the end of the day, I can steer myself, if you know what I mean. And this gets overlooked a lot too. And I'm going to put this out there. This gets overlooked a lot too. Sometimes people with disabilities, right? They get something in their head, and they go ahead and do it. That's just the way we're wired up. We get something in our head and we're excited and we go and get it done. Sometimes we don't think of the consequences, yes, but I know from experience, yeah, having a savings account and stuff like that, I know what I can afford and what I can't afford. So, yeah, I'm not completely going into it with my eyes wide open, with my eyes shut, if you know what I mean. I've been doing research. I've been saving this. I went to get the measurements. He's gonna send me out. He's gonna send me a quote on my phone. Hopefully today that will come, and we will then. I will go pay a deposit. Maybe on Monday, or if you send me it in the morning, I will go in the afternoon, pay a deposit. But if it's on Monday, well, that's good. I'll go on Monday with Maddie, and we'll take it from there. Um, that's all. That's all I can do. Is and that's what I'm gonna do. Is sort of take it from there, take one step at a time, sort of thing. A lot of people, probably thinking, yeah, well, Pete, you've got to do what you've got to do, and you're completely right. You've got to do what you've got to do in life. As I said, you only get one life. You only get one chance in life in what to do. And as Ruby would say, and I've got to tell Ruby when she comes, when, my person was here that tries to help me with my budget and that, I was going, as soon as you mentioned the van, and should you be doing that, I'm thinking to myself, hey, I'm not a 2-year-old, my friend. I do know what I'm doing. I went red. My face went red, like yesterday, for example. I didn't put this out yesterday because Olivia was sitting right next to me, so I couldn't say this yesterday. But this is the first time I've ever done this in my life with one of my support workers. I had to walk away because Olivia was, about the budget. And hey, I just, she opened the thing to do the budget and stuff. And I said to her, Liv, I only can concentrate on one thing first. I can't do everything at once. I've got to concentrate on one thing, and that's the van. I've got to get that dialed in. And I said to her, and Olivia made a few, comments. She said, well, what about your living, and stuff. And I said, yeah, I know about that. I understand that. I said, but one thing at a time. And Olivia did say to me, well, I think your priorities are around the wrong way. And I said, well, yeah, everyone's entitled to that opinion if they want, but I'm entitled to my opinion. And we sort of just dropped the subject because Olivia knew that that Peter was sort of getting a bit jacked up about it. You need more. You need more money. More money. We do. Mate, you didn't say it. You didn't say a truer word, mate. You don't say a truer word. It's not the budget thing. It's just I do have to work out for myself what is going on. I can't be dealing with budget things when I've got a quote that's coming and I've got to put a deposit down because I know we're going in to get that done. I can't be in two places at once. I've got to think on getting the van finished properly and enjoying it, and and stuff like that, and then I will move on to budgeting and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it all comes to one thing only, and that thing only is you have to realise with someone like me with ADHD and autism and stuff like that, like the bloke said when he came, he said, well, this has only recently happened on the burner. This is really just happening now. I mean, can't you put it on hold? And well, I said to him it'd be 2 or 3 months, and I was right. It is going to be 2 or 3 months before the job gets done, or till he gives me a date. It will be 2 or 3 months. So I don't see, what the fuss is. At the end of the day, it is the money that I am saving, and I am paying my bills. I am paying my phone bill. I am paying my car insurance. I have got registration coming up at Christmas because I've got to leave money in the bank, the other bank for that, my pension bank for that, so I can pay that off. out the way and get that out the door. So yeah, I do know vaguely what I'm doing, you know. So for people to say, to sit there and sort of judge me and say, well, you don't really know what you're doing, do you, Pete? Well, yes, I do. If I didn't know what I was doing, I wouldn't be doing it, would I? I have got my support people. They do help me out. They give me advice. But, like Olivia said to me yesterday, at the end of the day, we can give you advice. At the end of the day, they're your choices. It's your choice in life what you do. Which is true. It is. She never said a truer word. That at the end of the day, it is my choice in what I do. It's no one else's choice. It is my choice. I decide to make that choice, and sometimes it can be a bad choice. Well, yeah, bring it on. That's the way it happens, and that's just the way life happens. Sometimes you've got to make a few. You've got to stand up for your beliefs, and I'm very strong in my beliefs. I'm very strong in what I believe in. For many years, as you've heard me say on this channel, for many years, my mum and dad used to look after my pension. I never knew much about it. I never knew how much I got. I never know where it was going. They used to give me this and that. And then the thing that annoys me, my father comes out here and he talks to the man. He says, "Oh, we gave him 13,000 for the van." That's a load of crap. That is a load of bullshit. I had my X-Trail. It was in my name, right? I paid the money for the X-Trail. It was in my name. I got 10,000 trade-in for that. I had at least 8,000 or more in the bank for the Hi-Ace, right? I was the one who spent the money putting the seat in for $4,500. I paid for that. So, before anyone says, before Dad comes out and says, "Oh, yeah, but you didn't pay for this, you didn't pay for that, half the van's up," that's bullshit. When my mother says that, guys, just try and ignore that. I know it's hard, but that is just a whole heap of shit, okay? What she's talking about sometimes, right? So I try to just ignore it the best I can, and that's why, I want to learn different things, and just put the budget on the back burner for just a while, so I can just figure out, what I'm doing, sort of thing, without sort of being, say with me, hassled and stuff like that. Because, for me, like yesterday, to walk away and take time out, I've never been that person. I mean, I do take time out when things really get on top of me, and things really do have to get on top of me for me to take time out. They really do. And I don't know, yesterday was just a weird kind of day, I reckon. I mean, I was excited about getting the quote, stuff like that, for him to do it and send it out to me. At the end of the day, when we got back, must have been about 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. It was about 10 o'clock, something like that, 10:30, something like that. I was really feeling, with the budget and stuff like that, and talking about the budget and working this budget thing out, I was sort of over it. I thought to myself, well, look, I started it the other day, fair enough, maybe that wasn't, sort of the wrong thing for me to do, sort of thing. And I just had to, time out, sort of thing. So I went down here to the visitors car park here. I went down here and I done some work on the van, and I put that picture up, as you've seen in the video that what I put up before. I put the picture up in the van because that was my way of sort of time out. That was my way of dealing with the situation. And some people, they have to deal with it that way. They need time out. They have to, like, go for a walk, or go to their vehicle and have a look and check things out and just unstress and say, and that they have to work it out in their own mind, what is best for them, what decisions do they want to make in life, because everyone too has got different paths they want to go down. And I think it's important that the person in question is allowed to do what he has to do in life. Like if he's got a goal that he wants to do, my goal is getting the van done. That's my goal. Is getting it done. And in the meantime, I will worry about bills, but I have to work out how much is going to be left over from the bill. Then I have to know how much the registration is going to cost. When does that come out? Stuff like that. I've got to work all that, and I can work all that out. I mean, I'm not the person where you can sit down and give me a goal and say, yeah, you got to budget this, you got to budget that. And it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good to budget. I'm not saying it isn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people out there probably saying to themselves, "What you're not one for budgeting, Pete?" Don't get me wrong. I am, but I do it up here. I do it up here. I do it up here. I know the phone tells me when this bill's coming out, and then I look at the bank account and I think, "Yep, okay, don't take too much out that week. Pay that bill." And I know then I won't take too much out. I'll economise. What's in my pocket, I'll make that last for another week. And the fuel, I'll make that last for another week. The next expense, bang, I'll fill up and bang. Then I can take that out because I know, bang, yep, that's there. I can get the groceries and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I work it out here. I do work it out here like that. That's the way I'm wired up, guys. It's just the way I'm wired up. I'm as I said to you, I'm not perfect, far from it. But you know what you got to understand too. What you see with me is what you could get. You can give me advice, fine. I'm not saying don't give me advice, but at the end of the day, let me work out what I want to do. You know, and a lot of people say, oh, yeah, but you know, it's not fair what you're doing and stuff like that. I get you. I get you. I totally get you. But at the end of the day, I do have to make up my own mind because there is a lot of, you know, pressure. And I've never, as I said yesterday, I've never walked away. Hi, I'm from India, welcome. I've never walked away from, well, any of my support workers in my life before. And that's the first time. I just needed time out. And it you know, and especially Olivia and I've always got on great, as you know. But yeah, this budget thing yesterday, it was, you know, I had that thing going yesterday, you know, worrying about the quote for that, and then Olivia going on about this budget thing, and you know, my other person wanting to know about, you know, the budget and the numbers and stuff. And the numbers, I'm good at numbers. It aggravates me when people try to sort of do the numbers for me when I know in my head I'm good at numbers. I'm not stupid. And it does, yeah, it totally does upset me, especially when someone comes in from an outsider that comes in and tries to help me, and then my father comes out and then, you know, asks my father, well, what number would you like Peter to pay? Hey, what do you mean what number would you like Peter to pay? Let Peter work out the bills in his own head and with the phone. Let me work out and get that thing sorted in there, you know, before we start doing any of this what number and stuff like this bullshit, you know. Because I know my father, he you know, he's a person that will sort of rip me off, and you know, I don't like that. He has done it to me in the past, and you know, for many years, as I said, he was in control of my pension and stuff like that, and for many years I never saw how much I had. It's only recently, I think 10 years ago or 6 years ago or 3 years ago, that I have been in control of my pension and learning how to deal with it. And so it's a big deal when an outsider steps in and does all this budget and says, well, how much you want Peter to pay and stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, hey, I'm a private person. I don't like people looking into those things. And it's starting to make me question. Budget might not be for me at the moment. You know, it's something I'd probably have to put on the back burner for a while, because you know, I'm just not, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just put it this way. I want to concentrate on that. And that's all. Nothing else. Cooking, fair enough, stuff like that. Yes, fine. No problem. But don't mention budgets to me. Don't mention budgets till I get that thing sorted out and I've done a payment on that. Then I can relax. Then I would exactly know what's going on. But, in the meantime, it does sometimes give me a bit of a headache. When someone is trying to steer me away from something I want to do, if you know what I mean. Because, as I said to you guys, I am a pretty determined person, and I am very, very headstrong. In Italian, it's called testa dure. Testa dure means hard head, and I have got a hard head. I'm not going to, come off the grass and tell you I haven't got a hard head. I have got a hard head. I don't believe in mixing stuff. I'm always sort of honest with myself, and I'm starting to learn to do things, for myself and stuff like that. And it has been a learning curve. It really has been, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying learning the things that I'm learning. I'm enjoying learning. Well, hey, you've got to save for what you want, and I'm pumped about that, and I'm enjoying doing the channel. I'm enjoying talking to you guys about stuff like that, and I think for me it's venting to you guys. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, we don't want to hear any of this, Pete. You've been through it before, man. Can't you talk about something different? At the end of the day, it's good to have you guys here so I can vent to you guys and say, well, yeah, this is what I'm going through, this is what's happening. And it's good for me to vent to you guys and talk to you guys about it, because I do appreciate everyone's outlook, everyone's advice. I do appreciate it. Don't think I'm not grateful for everyone's advice, because I am. But as I said, at the end of the day, it is my decision. And hey, miss. And I do have to make my decisions in life the way I see fit. And being pressured into, not pressure, I shouldn't say pressure, it's the wrong thing. Being steered in another direction when I know I'm going in my direction and getting what I have to do done first is, what I'm working out. And when I've worked out what I'm doing, then I can think about the next thing in my life. I can't sort of think about everything at once, because your ADHD brain, it goes very, very, very fast. When you overload the system, like yesterday, Hamish, I didn't say this on the live stream, but you're hearing it now. I did yesterday have to walk away from Olivia, because she's going to start doing. We're going to start doing the budget and stuff like that, and I just have to walk away because I had the van in the back of my mind. I just couldn't. I can't concentrate on anything else till I get the quote for that. When he sends it through and paid my deposit, choose my material, then that's it. That's great. That's being worked on. Got a date, book it in. Great, golden. And I can't think of anything else yet till I get that done and booked in. If I pay my deposit, I know, yep, that's definitely going through, which I know it is definitely going through. I'm just waiting for the quote. With my booking time, he's going to give me a quote when he's booked it in and stuff like that. And I go and pay my deposit, choose my material, and he'll make it after Christmas, and we'll put it in. I want to think about that sort of thing first, if that makes any sense to you, Hamish. And yesterday I did have to walk away from Olivia and do some stuff in the van just to calm myself down a bit, because I was getting sort of, say with me, worked up sort of thing inside my body. I said to Olivia, I can't concentrate on anything else at the moment. You've just got to let me put this on the back burner for a while. And Olivia did say to me, you've got to tell him that you want to put it on the back burner for a while, Pete, till you sort what you got to do out first, because you don't want to be stressed out, and so you hit the nail on the head. I don't want to be stressed out. I want to be happy. I don't want people sort of telling me how to, live my life, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. I get that people are trying to help, but when someone mentions me van, and is that a good idea? Well, bloody oath, it's a good idea. It's something I want to bloody do, and I'll do it. At the end of the day. And as I said, I'm sorry if people on the channel don't agree with what I'm doing. I do apologise for that. At the end of the day, I can't please everyone on my channel. I've got to think of myself. I have to think of myself. And I know a lot of people will be saying, but you're always thinking about yourself. Why don't you think of other people? I do. Believe me, I do. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I have to work through it. Never mind about budgets. I've got a rough idea of how they work now. Putting it down on paper is a great idea, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, what I saw just scared the shit out of me. And I'm thinking to myself, no, that can't be working out that way. I've got to work it out. I've got to work it out in here before I put anything down on paper. And you can give me a rough sort of idea, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to sit down in my head and work it out. And that's the way it's going to be. Never mind numbers. Give me a number. You don't give no one a number, mate. At the end of the day, I call the shots around here. What I think is a fair number, if I can afford it, that's a different thing. At the moment, I've got this thing that's going on, and I have to take care of that first. So I'm sorry if it does sound a bit harsh to some people, and do apologise if I am raving on a bit. That's not what this live stream is meant to be. It's just that Hamish started me off. Hamish is going to say, I didn't say anything. You're the one who said it, not me. I am quite happy. I am quite pumped. But saying this too, I am a bit nervy too, because next week's fine. I don't have to see my OT, but then I have to see him again on Wednesday, the following Wednesday, and this does make me a bit nervy inside, a bit, it does make me a bit nervy, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I do get on with women better than I do with men. I don't know why, but I do. I get on with women better than I do with men. I feel some men, and they don't do this on purpose, it's not them, I feel threatened by them. Let's put it this way, I feel threatened by them. When I say threatened by them, I don't feel comfortable. I feel uncomfortable, sort of thing. You know what I mean? And yeah. I mean, that's all I want to say about that, because I've been raving on it for about nearly 38 minutes. Jeez, that's probably the biggest rave anyone's ever done on a live stream before. I mean, if I'm your man, I can do live streams and rave. Don't worry about that. You all know me. But yeah. And that's the way that things are looking. So I will keep people up to date with what's going on, and if other news breaks through that I think you guys need to know about, because most people, as I said, most YouTubers, they put it in a video and say, go watch the video, you'll find out what's going on. I'm not like that. I will put it on the live stream, and I will tell you what's going on, and I will explain to you what's going on, so then you know about it firsthand through me, instead of waiting for it to happen, sort of thing, and go and watch the video. I'll say what's happening firsthand, and then that's the way I do things on the channel. And I know my views are not the best, but at the end of the day, the channel is for me to be honest with you guys on what I'm feeling, what I'm the everyday struggles of ADHD and autism, and how I deal with it, how I work my way around it, and of course, to be completely honest with you guys, I don't hide anything. I don't want to hide anything, because you're hiding stuff from people that are your subscribers and that are also your friends, and they come on your channel to support you and to be part of you with it when they subscribe and stuff like that. And I think that's very important to me, having new people as subscribers and followers on the TikTok channel. Don't get me wrong, I haven't forgotten about the people on TikTok channel. I think at the end of the day too, it does show that some people that do have their YouTube channels that have got ADHD and stuff like that, and that have got support workers and coordinators and stuff like that. Some people, and I've known this from a friend of mine a long time ago, sometimes people are scared to voice their opinion. They let people say, oh well, this is what's going to be happening, and yeah, you happy with that? Yeah, they push you into that corner where they'll turn around and say, this is what's going to be happening. Are you happy with that? And of course that other person just sits there stunned and goes, sure, yeah, I'm happy with that. But deep down, and then this is where the trouble starts, because then a day later, that person will turn around and say, hey, he's just backed me into the corner and I bloody agreed with that. So that person then feels pushed into a corner, if you know what I mean. And he then hasn't got the guts to turn around and say, hang on, let me think about this, let me work this out for myself. Because the human brain, some people are smarter than other people. I mean, that's a good thing, that's a good thing for them. But being like me, with my ADHD, my autism, and stuff like that, I am the type of person, I like to work things out for myself. I mean, I just wanted to see roughly how the budget would work. That's all I wanted to see. I wanted to know how it would work and stuff like that. I do know how it works roughly. I mean, I'm learning every day how budgets are working. I look on YouTube, I see people with their budgets. I research stuff like that. And a lot of people may think, well, how do you know all this information if you've just started to do a budget and you're starting to write it out and starting to do figures and starting to do that? Because at the end of the day, I watch YouTube. I go on YouTube and I talk to my TV, and I will say, show me how low income earners can budget their money. Should they let other people do it for them if they've got, like ADHD and that, or should they be doing it themselves if they can with their support workers? And I look at stuff like that, and it then tells me, what I should be doing and how I should be doing this and how I should be doing that. And it does really give me an insight to doing stuff more better and controlling my situation and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you do have to control your situation. You've got to be accountable, and you're only going to learn that. I mean, if people can sit down and work a budget out for you, right? That's anyone really can do that for you. But you can't give the exact number when you don't know that your bill's going to be more than what it's going to be. You don't know that. So it's no good doing a budget saying, oh yeah, roughly, that's roughly. You can't do that, because, like for example, the phone bill, I thought it was going to be 193, right? But 390, 2 more months. So December and January, then it's $140, right? Now you can't give figures like that and say, yeah, blah. You have to be spot on, and this is what I'm looking at through my bills. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the next bill that's going to come in. I'm looking at that. Now increased my other bank thing to put the money in. I'm looking at stuff like that, and I'm doing all this calculation in my head, what I can afford, what I can't afford, and how much money I can put into that account to get that thing done. I am looking into all of that, and I know a lot of people are probably thinking, but you only looked into half of it, Pete. What about the other half, man? I've been through the whole lot in my head. Um, and yeah, also too, when you're trying to do a budget, especially for someone like me, I mean, I was very, how do you say it, from this whole budget thing the other day on Wednesday when this budget thing started to come out, and I did mention, well, look, I've got that thing going in there, and it's going to be going to the camper van place and stuff like that, and I'm going to get accounts built for it. Um, and when people tried to tell me something different, it really sort of it made me, on Wednesday night I was feeling quite ill. I am subscribed. Welcome, thank you. And it made me feel quite ill because I went to bed on Wednesday night and I had this budget thing going around in my head, but I also knew that I was going to get the van done. The couch built into the van for me by the camper van place to get it done professionally and properly. And like yesterday when I had to walk away from Olivia because it was going on the budget, and I just could only concentrate on one thing at a time. I couldn't be pulled in two different directions. I'm not that type of person. I can't be pulled in that way and that way. There's got to be a crossroad. I'm going down that way and finishing one thing at a time before I start something else. You can't. Some people can start two things and they can balance doing two things, and that's great because those people are. I take my hat off to them. They're doing a really great job. But people like me, I only can think of one thing first, and then gradually I move on to the next step. So people are probably thinking, well, what's going to happen with this budget, Pete? Are you going to go through with it? Because it sounds like it's stressing you out, and we feel for you. The answer to that question is, if I can put it on the back burner, just should I pay the first payment on that thing to get that up and running, then I'll worry about that. I just want to pay the first payment on that thing, put the deposit down, and then I'll worry about that. In the meantime, I'll worry about other things, other talks about other things. But at the meantime, I just want to put that on the back burner. I mean, it's something I have to do because it's just stressing me out too much. I don't want to be a person that's stressed out and he can't eat, he can't sleep because he's worrying about this, he's worrying about that, and it's making me, how do you say, get nervy quickly. I'm getting more nervy quickly. Maybe it's my age. I'm 54 years old, and a 54-year-old man doesn't need to be told how to handle his money. When he does driving and stuff like that, and he is fairly independent. I need help in certain things like cooking, stuff like that. Yes, fair enough, and chores around the house, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the other stuff, like my personal stuff with my money and stuff like that, the phone tells me the bill has to come out, and it tells me this. And if I get extra, then I do a bit of shopping. So I just want to put that on the table because people are probably wondering about that. So I'm putting it on the table. I do try and help out the best I can when I can. I do try to step up to the plate. I do try to do this, I do try to do that. At the end of the day, you only can do so much. You can't do everything. And, I guess some people, they don't really understand that you can't do everything at once. You only can do certain things with certain amount of money. If you haven't got like a lot of money, well, then you can't go in 4 different places and do this and do that. And I've carefully worked out what I can do and what I can't do, and I've carefully worked that out. Even with this phone bill, 300 and something that came in, I still know that's only for 2 months, and that's only once a month. So that's great. That doesn't affect nothing. That's great. We'll allow for that because I'm going to pay the other phone off. I mean, that's only fair. So and don't forget YouTube pays me once a month too, so that's pretty good too. But at the end of the day, yeah, I don't think the budget thing at the moment. I'm not in the right headspace for it at the moment. I'm sort of not in the right headspace, and you know when people go on and on to me about budget, but it's like a what do you call one of those kookaburras that are in the tree going peck, 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 and they're pecking their beak against the tree. That's how it makes me feel inside my head. Peck, 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 peck. It's like you want to turn around and say, hey, let's put this on the back burner for a while, boy, because there's other stuff that's more important. I mean, yeah, and the other thing is I don't like to harp on this, but I am going to harp on it. You know me. This is probably going to be a ranting live stream till whenever I get this off my chest, and that'll be for a couple of days. So I'll keep ranting. That's the way I am. It's the only thing I can do to get things off my chest. But at the end of the day, yes, I do have to try my best and put this for now on the back burner. This July, in a couple of weeks, so I get that sorted out, and then I'll know clearly what's going on. When I've paid my deposit and stuff like that, and had my quote, I then know how much I've got to save and stuff like that. It's no good trying to push me into something that other people want me to do when I feel that I'm not ready to do it yet. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've got to do that first, and I've got to think about that first. And I'm sorry again if it upsets a lot of people on the channel. We're not here for that. We're not here to upset people. We're here to make people laugh. And I know a lot of people are wondering, what about your videos? Are they still going to be coming out? Videos are still going to be coming out. See, I don't sit down in the videos and do these meaningful discussing videos where people pour their hearts out in video. I've done those videos, and I believe on the channel they don't do too well, those sort of videos. And sometimes in life it's more easier just to switch on a live stream and be honest with the people that are subscribers to the channel, and people that are every day on your channel with you, watching what you're doing. They're talking with you. They're everyday sort of people, and that's where you guys come into it, because you guys are the ones that make hello. Let's see, how are you? I was just talking about this budget thing. If you missed out, I was talking about this budget thing. I don't want to rave on about it too much, but I'll give you a quick rundown. I'm thinking about putting it on the burner for a little bit, because I've just got too much going on with the van. I want to get the quote that he's going to give me, go and pay me deposit, and save up the rest of the money, choose the material. As soon as that's out of the way, I'll know how much I've got to save up, and I'll know how much it's going to be. And, I don't need people saying, oh, it's, if it's up to, like the other day when I had that meeting, said, oh, if it's up to 2,000, you think that's a good idea. At the end of the day, it's my money. That's my business. No one else's. So I have to get that sorted. And I will. I'm a strong person. I'm a very strong character person, as you guys know. I guess I've had to be strong in life with ADHD and autism, so people try not to walk on top of me, because when I was younger, I was a very easily led person, and people used to take advantage of me, and that was no good. And I've learnt the hard way that I've got to be in more control of my money situation. I've got to look after my money the best that I feel that I should be looking after it, and not let people take advantage of me and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who people are. They can be your family, they can be your friends. Sometimes people do, not on purposely, but sometimes people do take advantage of you without realising it, because they know, oh well, he's a simpleton, he doesn't know about money, he's a, what do they say, that's easy, he's a case short of a six-pack, and you get all that, and people look at me like the other day on Wednesday, people look at me and think, you know, oh yeah, I can tell him this, I'll tell him that, I've been doing this for him, I've been doing that for him, and and at the end of the day, you know, it is my decision, and what decisions I make in my life, they are my decisions. And, you know, I was saying, let's easy, that getting the couch done in the van properly and getting that old couch moved out of there, you know, won't be till January the 29th or whenever he gives me the date. He's going to give me my, send me my quote with my date, because I've already booked it in. We've agreed on he's going to give me a good deal. I said to him, well, you know, it can't be more than 4.5. He said, oh, no way. I said, lucky if it's maybe 3.5 the most. 3.5, 4, well, that's great. I know he'll look after me. I know he won't overcharge me, because he never has. He's really a decent fella at the camping place there, and I want to get that, as I said, I want to pay the deposit down and get that sorted before I move on to doing anything else. So that's the plan. That is my plan. I can't think of nothing else at the moment, because hey, my mind is in, it's going both ways, and at the moment it has to work with me going one way. It can't be pulling in two ways. So I'm saying to myself, well, hang on, you know, what's going on here? And then I end up burning out and, you know, losing my cool, and that's one thing I don't want to do, because as people know, if you push a person too hard that's got ADHD, well, that person's gonna just turn around and say, you know, hey, enough is enough, can't take anymore. And I have got a very high tolerance for people, don't get me wrong. I will tolerate people, you know, talking to me, but when they start mentioning the van and things that I'm doing, and should you be doing this, hey, I'm not a little kid, I know what I'm I know what I'm doing. You don't have to tell me, because, you know, I've had people all my life tell me, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, and at the end of the day, I've made the right decision. Like the petrol pump on that thing, it was time to change it. Got it changed, it goes better. Starter motor, that was gone. If I said, oh, don't worry, starter motor, there's nothing wrong with it, I changed that, it goes like a crock. The battery, I put a new battery in it, goes as good as, maybe better than it was when it was new. So you can't say to me I'm doing wrong things. I'm not. I'm doing things that are overdue and should have been done. Like, I shouldn't have put a couch in there. I should have had one built in there. I should have saved a savings account a long time ago and got that done. I didn't. I'm bad. That's on me. No one else. On me. And yes, I will wear that. I will wear that badge. That's on me. No one else. My fault. I'm bad. I will learn to live with that. And that's something people sort of don't realise, that I have got a mind of my own when it comes to my money. I don't like giving details out about how much money I've got. I don't like people knowing my expenditure. And that's no one's business. That's my business. And I don't go to my father and say, you know, how much have you got in the bank, Dad? You know, how much are you spending a week? Like, that's none of my business. That's his business. That's his money. It's Mum's money. It's nothing to do with me. That's their money, what they get, and, you know, good luck to them. At the end of the day, I want the same respect back. You know, I mean, I do take him here and there, and that costs me fuel. Don't get me wrong. And you know, I do things, yeah, for them. You know, and you know, to, I don't know, and stuff like, I feel like I'm, how do I say it, being pushed in a corner where I can't get out of the situation, if people know what I mean. It's like I'm in this big bubble and I can't get out of the bubble. Only I can do that, and that's what I want. I want to be able to do that without my, you know, without my father saying, you know, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. At the end of the day, basically, I'm going to do what I have to do. You know, you can't force me to do something that he wants me to do. I've got to do what I want to do. And I think that's very important in life, that people realise that I have got a mind of my own and I'm not a vegetable and I can work these things out. And I'm going for a toilet break and I'll be back in a minute and we will talk about something different. Oh. Oh. I am here. Is that, that goes like that. Goes like that. This bit here, I'm not mistaken, I've got this bit here. This bit here. That bit here. I know that. I know this bit. That bit there fits through there, right? Okay. There. This bit here fits through there, right? This bit here, the head has to go that goes on. That goes. That goes. That's how it looks to me. Oh, maybe I totally wrong. There's nothing going through there. It's confusing. There's nothing going through there, but it's not. There's the pole going through there. Damn it. Oh. I don't know. Walk around a bit, Butch. Butch, come here. Walk around a bit so I can see. Sorry guys. Sorry, I'm bad. I had to fix the dog's harness for him, and I am making sure that the harness is on. But you okay? Yeah, so I'm just making sure the dog's harness. He's okay on him. Videos that are coming out. There is quite a few videos that are going to be coming out. Here, Butch, you want some biscuits? Here. Here. There is quite a few videos I've got lined up. Tomorrow you'll be seeing some older videos. Today you'll be seeing some new videos. So I was just checking out the videos, what were new and which were old, and put them into, where does Butch come here, please? Here. Here, come on. So I just try to put videos where they should go, before people wonder. Let me see what other people have we got here. Butch, come here, please. Butch, come here. Here, come here. So guys, I'm just watching the dog. The dog is here with me now. I have got a lolly in my pocket. Yeah, I think. Poor people ask me what lolly you taking there. Here it is, a strepsil. And a strepsil, cough lolly. The people that are wondering, strepsil. There you are. No, you don't, fella. There we go. I've got a strepsil lolly. Oh, and I've got the doggy grooming next week too. I'm going to pay for that, so that's okay. That's already in the budget. Or was that the week? No, the week after. So I've got that in the budget already. For that. Let me see. That was a long live stream, wasn't it, guys? A lot of people are probably thinking, we didn't get much of a chance to say anything, did you, Pete? You were doing all the talking. Hallelujah, how are you? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I suppose you heard my rant about budgets and stuff like this. It's just something I had to get off my chest. But no, I'm feeling better for it. I am feeling better for it. At the end of the day, you know, as I said to them, and I'll just go through it a bit with you. I won't go through the whole process again because I don't want to stay here for another 10 minutes talking another rave on. But I'll give it to you. Short thing, right? I, as you know, am saving up to get that done. Right? So, I got a phone bill, $390 something because I'm paying the other phone off too, right? So, like, no good doing a budget at the moment, but to put it on just on the back burner for a while till I get that thing sorted. Till I get my quote, put my deposit down, choose the material, and talk about other things too. So I've got to do that. That is a priority. If I got money, I will contribute to the house. I have got the dog grooming to do the week after next. That's why I always leave a bit of money in this account, in the pension account, right? So I have to be very careful of what I'm doing, because I do have to contribute something, and I am doing it, but I'll do it in my own time. I won't be pressured in the people pressuring me and trying to make budgets and stuff like that, and saying to people, well, we want a number in your head. Hey, never mind, you want a number in your head about, like, me paying hundreds for electricity, me paying hundreds for that, when I haven't got hundreds. I mean, come on. You got to be in life. You got to be realistic, And I was saying about that the guy that came, that's helping me trying to do my budget, it's sort of not working out for me. I've got to work these things out up here. I'm good with numbers. That's one thing I am good at doing, is my numbers in my head. I can't sort of stay with me, think about doing something like that, so I get that sorted out and do my quote and everything. Then I'll worry about, budgets and all that. So I just can't think about that, Lilo. I feel like I'm being pulled in two places, and as you know, yesterday I walked away from Olivia for 20 minutes. I had to just walk away because it was getting to the situation about budget, and I only had that thing on my mind, and I just couldn't think about anything else. So I just had to walk away. I had to take time out and just walk away. And usually what that means, when I'm taking time out and walking away, it sort of means, hey, enough is enough, sort of thing. And I had to just walk away. And that's the first time I've ever walked away from one of my support workers. The first time I've needed time out. And it just shows you that even I'm human. I know a lot of people think, well, you're not human, are you? Yeah, I am human. It just shows you that I'm human. I do make mistakes. I do sometimes get overwhelmed with things. And that's only natural. And everyday life does get to me like it does to other people. And as I said, I did say in the live stream before, and I'll say it again for you. People like me with ADHD, we do find it hard when we've got something exciting going on with our life, and we're happy about something and stuff like that. Sometimes other things do have to be put back on the burner. I do want to get other things sorted out, and that is important to me. Here, Bodge. Look. So that is important to me. So yeah, it was the first time I ever walked away from Olivia. Olivia talked to Mum and Dad, and I went down the van to do some work, like put a picture up or something. And that's the first time I've actually done it without, Olivia being with me. I just had to walk away. And usually, when I know something is bugging me, I'll go down to the van and I'll do something in the van. I'll check something. I'll look at this. I'll look at that, or I'll lift the seat, check the engine, whatever, just to calm myself down, to unfuse me from that situation. Because I know with me, the more you push me, the more I'm going to do the opposite. That's just the way I am. The more you push me, the more I'll do the opposite. If you let me do it in my own time, let me think about it, point me in the right direction, fine. But at the end of the day, don't go telling me which is more important, this or that. Don't give me those examples. I clearly don't take those examples. A person that knows his mind and he knows what he wants out of life. So that's the way I work. And that's what I was saying the other day when I was in that meeting. I felt a bit say with me, stressed out a bit, you know what I mean? How are you doing? I'm good. How are you, my friend? I hope everyone is fine and dandy and all that, and looking after yourselves. And please think of yourselves, look after yourselves, and remember, you only get one life, and make most of it. And try not to let people walk on top of you. You know, do what you want to do in life, and don't get into the trap of people telling you what you should do or what you shouldn't do in life, because at the end of the day you end up like me, not sleeping properly, not eating properly, because you're so stressed about the situation. And you know, I'm a firm believer. I got to do what I've got to do first, and then I'll worry about other stuff. And that's just me. It's just the way I am. And hoping everyone does take that on board. That sometimes in life, you've got to do what's best for you. I mean, yeah, you can take advice, but at the end of the day, how you use that advice is totally up to you. And like your best friend could tell you, oh yeah, well I reckon you should be doing this, or I reckon you should be doing that. Fine. The best friend has given you advice. Now you've got to work out, do you want that advice or don't you want that advice? And the truth of the matter is, if you don't want that advice, you say, well, sorry, I don't need your advice, you gave me the advice, now nick off and go away. I mean, you wouldn't say it to your best friend, nick off and go away. I'm just giving you an example. You would turn around and say, well, thanks for your advice, I'll think it over. And then you know, your friend would come back to you after a couple of days and say, well, what did you reckon about my advice I gave you? Oh yeah, it was great advice. Yeah, no worries. I thought about it and I've decided to go with my advice. Is what I was going to do in the first place. And then you know, well, at least you got your what do you call it? Your mind is at rest, because you know that's what you're going to do. And that's what I've been trying to put out on the channel. That everyday life does catch up with you sometimes, and it does stress you out, and it does drag you out and stuff like that. It really does. But hey, life is, you know what they say, life is not meant to be easy, but that's the way of us again going out. Yeah. Going out again. Bus is always out. It's always out, never in. People are wondering who's on today with you. Ruby's on today. Then Monday there is Maddie. She'll be starting at 11 till 4. Anyone wants to ask some questions, feel free. Wait for people to, if they want to leave any comments, please feel free. Oh, that's easy. 19 degrees today. Raining, sunny. 19. I bet you it feels like 17, doesn't it? That's down in Melbourne, guys. For people that don't know, that weather is for down in Melbourne. Hang on. So guys, I've got a lot in my mouth, and it's one of those strepsils, and you chew it, and then the bit gets stuck in your teeth. That's good. Would you stop doing stuff like that? There you go. There we go. That's a bit better. Where's your bottle? Yeah, you want your bottle? Yeah. Where's your bottle? Bring your bottle. I can't see your bottle from here. You want biscuit? You want biscuit? No. You don't want it. He doesn't want a biscuit either. He has eaten the shit out of that. Look at that. There you go. The dog has eaten that. Excuse me. Let's see. No one here yet to answer the questions. 2 people here. Welcome to the 2 people that are here. Hope everyone is fine today and that you are enjoying the live stream. Except for my rambling on, of course. that goes part of the live stream. I do apologise about that. What a day. What's that saying? What a day makes? There you go, that's my saying. What a day makes. See where that car is. I really can't see where that car is. Oh, it's okay. I thought it was a car. It is sunny today in Melbourne. 19 degrees. It's raining here. Yeah. Lilo's right, it is raining here. Well, on the Gold Coast it's raining. It isn't, it rains. It is, it can't make up its mind. Let's put it this way. It can't make up its mind if it's gonna rain. I bet you, Lilo, it's raining pretty hard, is that right? Lilo is the weather lady. You see her on Channel 9 News. Lilo's going to say, I'm not a weather girl, where'd you get that one from? No rain. Yeah, the same here, there's no rain yet. It was raining before, just spitting a little bit, but then it stopped. It stopped raining and then it came back a little bit and then it started a bit. So yeah, it was raining sort of on and off sort of thing. Yeah, so it was doing that, which is all cool. We do need rain in the garden, especially with this hot weather that's going to be coming by. Why do I open my mouth now it starts to rain? A lot of people are saying, you got stop it now. Come here. Butchie, come here. Why is that thing, come here, Butch, what's wrong with that? Come here. I want to fix it, come here. Butchie, come here. I'm trying to fix the dog's thing here, but he won't let me. Why is that crooked? Give me a look. Why is that crooked? I don't understand why this thing is crooked for. Maybe I haven't got it on the right way. I don't know. I'm not very mechanically minded with these things here. I always get them around the wrong way. No. Yeah, I always get them around the wrong way. So Butch's collar is a bit crooked for some reason. It's a bit it's a harness sort of thing. And before people ask me, how is the dog? Well, the dog done its last training last Wednesday. This Wednesday. Yeah, this Wednesday. What am I saying? Last Wednesday. This Wednesday. This Wednesday, Butch, come here, fella. Butch done his last training session on Wednesday. Come here. You want to go and see Dad? Go and see Dad. Yeah, he finished on Wednesday his training. Butch, enough. Well, come here. What do you want to come up here? Where's your bottle? Your bottle. Here. Here. Played the bottle. What about you? Biscuit. You want a biscuit or what? Here. Here. Want Bicky? I don't know what you want. I'll give you a Bicky. You don't want one. You can go there. Go in there. Go in there if you want, Butch. One person watching. Well, go in there. Oh. Alright guys, I'm gonna head. No, am I gonna head out yet? I'll wait for Ruby. Wait for Ruby. We'll get you to say hello. Go! Bloody dog, what do you want? Come on, Butch, you want? Come on, Butch, you want something to eat? Want something to eat? Come on. No, we'll be sick. Now, I've got to phone up the cameraman place, and he hasn't sent me the quote yet. I'm still waiting. Hang on, Butch. Come here. Sorry guys, got a bit of news for you. Ruby won't be here today because she's sick, unfortunately. What do you want to come up here? What do you want from there? You want Ernie? Want Ernie? It's Ernie. So. Bridget there. I'll bridge. Bloody Bridget there. There you go. There you go. Ernie here. Yeah, so we're just waiting to see who's going to come today. Phoning around. Which is good, it means I can do an extra live anyway. Let me see. Yeah, so the announcement is that Ruby is sick. She won't be here this Friday. Let me see. And we'll just sort of wait and see what's going to happen. So just bear with us, guys, and you will find out what is happening today as well as me. We're phoning around on the team to find out who can come in, because I have got a pretty big team actually. So we're just trying to figure out who can come today. This does happen. Support workers do get sick, guys, so if you do see new faces, don't get too distressed. It just does happen. Support people do get sick, and then other people come in and do a shift with me. We're just going to wait and see. Harley said she'll phone me back. People are wondering, Harley's my case manager. She will let me know what's going on and who's coming. It is a pretty lousy, rainy day outside, I'll tell you that now. Before anyone asks, did you get your quote through yet, Pete? No, I didn't get the quote through yet. We're still waiting back on that for the quote and the date and stuff like that. No rain. Well, that's what that was before. I saw that one before, no rain. Well, it's raining here. So you can't say there's no rain because it is raining here. Looks like it's going to be one of those lives again. I think it might be actually, guys. I think it might be a long live. You never know. Something different. I know a lot of people were probably thinking, wasn't Ruby sick the week after before that? Yes, he was. And people do get sick. No. Come here. What's the matter? Come here, Butch. What's the matter with you? Oh. Car doesn't sound too healthy, does it, guys? Come here. Butch, enough. Where's your bottle? Where'd you put your... Where's your bottle gone? All we can do is sit back and wait. So you've got to turn up. I hope it's not that. Remember I had that lady? Remember I had that lady, guys, that was 50 something else. I hope it's not her, Jesus. Enough. Go, enough. Piss off. Get it. Move it. Come on, move. Oh, annoying. What do you want to play with that? Here. Play. Ready? Fetch. Fetch. He does it. There we go. Just playing fetch with the dog as well, guys. Bush, bring it back. Bring it back. Where's the bottle? Where's your bottle? Go and get the bottle. Well, go and get the bottle. Go and bring it. Look, enough now. Enough. Look, here, fetch. Got it? Here. Ready? Fetch. Bring it. Come on, bring it. Where are you? Ready? Fetch. Bring it. Bring it. I'm here. Drop. 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 Release. Ready? Fetch. Bring it. Fetch. Hang on, the shoelace will come down again. Here you go. Fetch, fetch. Yeah. Right, I'm back. Sorry guys, I was playing fetch with the dog. Yeah, chucking the bottle to him. Go get the bottle. Get the bottle. Go get the bottle. Go get the bottle for me. Here. People wonder, where is your support, Pete? Haven't you got any support, Pete? We're just waiting to try and find someone because Ruby is sick. She must have just phoned up. Here you go. Here. I'm trying to give you a biscuit. She must have just phoned up before. What do you want? Go and get the bottle. I've got Ernie. Where's the bottle? Where's your bottle? Butchie, where's the bottle? Go and get the bottle. So we're just trying to find out what is who we're going to have today. So you all have to bear with me, and you will all find out. Here, you want it or not? Here. Wait. Here, Butch. Here, Butch. Here. One person wants it. Hello to the one person that's still on this live stream with me. Do appreciate you being on here. Let's put this up a bit. Let's let me fix this a bit. There we go. That's better. Butch, where are you? Butch, come here. Anyone got any questions they want to ask? I know a lot of you are probably wondering, what about Maddie, Pete? Why didn't she come? Can't she come to work with you? I think Maddie's at college or something today. Would be good. Maybe Olivia's busy, I'm not sure. We don't know. Harley's going to phone me up and let me know who they're going to send to spend the day with me. Who will we have? Will you guys recognise her? Or will it be someone totally new that we haven't met before that will come on shift? It's always a gamble. Also, someone comes on shift because sometimes you really get on with that person. Butchie. Butch, come here. Come on. Still no. I read that one before. Yeah, no rain. It must be a pretty say with me. What are you doing? Give me that. Give me that. A pretty funny day with you in. I'm gonna get Butch. Butch, come here. I'm gonna see who's turning. Anyone turning up? No, not yet. No one is here yet. Yeah, the Vaya bus is going in. Yeah, the Vaya bus is just coming in. Doesn't sound that healthy. guys want to talk about while we're on here? This wedding. Let's see who turns up and fills the shift. Butch, you okay, Butch? Well, we definitely know it's not Maddie that's coming today, because if it was Maddie, she would have been here by now, but so it's not Maddie coming today. I don't think it's Olivia. I don't think it's Maddie. I don't think it's Olivia. And definitely won't be the new girl. Is it someone that we already know? This is going to be a bit of a mystery. I'm excited now. And, you know, when I get excited, most of you get excited with me. I'm sure we'll hear something soon. Butch, what are you eating? Butch, what are you eating, fella? Here, you want a biscuit? Here. Butch is here, just sitting here with me. Wonder if it'll be Elise. That's a good question. I wonder who would be coming today. They're still phoning around trying to get some for me. Stay on here till someone arrives with you, so you all know who it is, and I won't be holding any secrets back. But enough! Trying to stop the dog eating grass because it probably has been sprayed with something. We definitely don't want him to get sick, so we are just 5 people on here. Hello to the 5 people that are here. Sit. Butch is here. So let's see who this turned up. Who that is? Who that is? Someone backing into a car park. Hang on. Oh, we got someone here. Ernie. Ernie's here. Butch is here too. Butch and me and Ernie are here. Don't know who it is. But we might have someone that is here. Butch is waiting at me. Butch, come here. Come here, Butch. Ernie's here. Look at Ernie. Ernie's flapping his arms here. Butchie. Butch. Come here, fella. Butch is here just waiting. Butch. Butchie. Where are you, fella? Butch is just doing his... Butch is doing Butch. Butch is this doing Butch. Butchie, come here. Apparently, dog does not answer to come here. And yes, I have got Ernie. Ernie's had a hard life. He's been bitten and everything. I've been on for a while, haven't I, guys? You want to ask me any questions? Any people want to say hello? Feel free if you do. And look at Butch. Butch is just... Look, Butch has got his tail. Butch has got a big nose for a dog, you know. Butch. Butch. Butchie. Wait. Butchie. Butch is just sitting here. When I say sitting, he's sitting over there. I'm sitting here, he's sitting there. Butch is just sitting here. Come here. Butch, come here. Apparently dog has not learned to come here yet, but we are working on this. Come on, Butch. Butchie. Butch, come here. Butch, you're going to get your nose stuck in there. Butch. Sorry, guys. I've got to go and save the dog. Come here. What's going on? Come here. You're not going out there yet. Enough. Come here. Move. Come on. Fella, come here. Come here, Butch. Come on. Come on. Somewhere else. You want to go toilet? You want to go toilet? Come here. Come here. Come here. Fetch. Fetch. Dog is waiting. I've just got to wait, see what's going on. Hopefully we have someone come soon. But don't think about doing anything there. But why have you got that crooked again? I've just fixed that. The dog has got the lead on, and I've Butch, come here. Well, hang on, guys. I've got to check something. Let's double check this. Well, yeah, that's okay. There we go. There we go. Could be Olivia. We're not quite sure yet. We're just going to wait and see. It's a bit nippy out here, isn't it? Haven't got the quote through yet, so we're still waiting for the quote to come through on the phone here. So I'm hoping that comes through today. That is an aeroplane before people are wondering what's that noise. That is an aeroplane that's coming today. An aeroplane that's here today, so not coming today. Here today. It's gonna be a bit of a funny week. I would like to talk about that too. It's gonna be a bit of a funny week, isn't it, guys? Because when you think about it, say with me, you're gonna have Maddie doing it at 11 o'clock. The new girl starts at 10 o'clock, and then it won't be till Wednesday 9 o'clock again. Then Thursday 9 o'clock, Friday 9 o'clock. So this week, being from today, Friday, it's already 9:37. As most of you know, and Ruby is sick, unfortunately. So it works out kind of funny. So we've got 3 days at different times, and I reckon it is quite strange, that, isn't it? Board, stop eating. If you want to eat some biscuits. So we'll just find out. People probably asking me, Pete, who do you reckon it will be, Pete? That's a good question. That is a really good question. I thought it would be either Ava, or it would have been, say with me, Olivia. It would have been either Ava or Olivia. I know it's not Stephanie, because Stephanie no longer works for me anymore. So I thought it would be either Ava, Ava or Olivia, because Olivia is, I know Olivia doesn't work on Fridays, I don't think. So I thought it would be Olivia, but the office hasn't phoned me to say, Pete, oh, this person's come here. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. It might be someone we totally don't know, someone that might be completely new that we don't know, that hasn't been with me, and they might decide, oh yeah, we'll send this new person for Peter, they can do a shift. I don't know, because most of my Butch, what are you doing? Oh, Butch, here, I got biscuits here. Do you want biscuits or not? Here. Hang on, let me give the dog a biscuit. I keep trying to give him a biscuit, but he won't take the biscuit. Here, Butch. Here. Butch, eat. I don't know what's wrong with this dog. He won't eat a biscuit. Well, I've got nothing else to give you. Bad luck. I was, as you guys know, I was hoping today to hear about the quote, but I don't think I am, because he hasn't faxed it through yet to the phone. So we are waiting on that. I know most of you would be thinking. Wouldn't it be funny if you did have Olivia again today, Pete? That would be funny, yeah. I don't know if we are or we're not. We don't know. It was 9 o'clock when Harley phoned me up, and I'm presuming they're still looking around for someone, or someone might just turn up and say, hey, I'm here to do the shift with you today. So We'll wait and find out. We'll all wait and see who it's going to be. I don't know. It could be someone totally new that no one has met before, and this does happen. Sometimes we do get fill-ins that do fill in because other people from the team are not available, or that they're looking after a client and they can't be there to a certain time. So of course this does happen as well. So you've sort of got to be you've got to be mindful of that as well. That you know, but you know, again, Ruby sort of phoned up yesterday and said, well, look, I won't be in. I'm feeling a bit crooked tomorrow. Can you find someone to cover the shift? And we could have found someone to cover the shift. So I don't know what happened or why it happened. But what do you want? Do you want to come here or what? Do you want to do khaki? I don't think Butch knows what he wants to do. Butch is sitting down just... You know what they say, no good news is good. No news is good news. So in other words, what that means is we don't know who's going to turn up, because we're trying to figure that out ourselves, who is turning up. Once we figure out who's going to be here, we'll all know together, and of course I'll share it with you, because you will see the person turn up if they want to be on live stream. Not everyone does want to be on live streams, guys, don't get me wrong. It only takes people like me that are on live streams, that stay on live streams for multiple hours and talks to you guys, because this is what I do best. This is my channel, and I like talking to you guys. I like you finding out more about me and what I'm doing. You want to play, fella? And yeah, Butch is here with me too. Butch is playing with me too, and if I have us again. Fire bus is going out again. Unbelievable, that poor bus. All it does is go up and down, up and down. We're still waiting to find out, guys. We don't know who's available at the moment, but we're just waiting to find out. It could be Olivia. I'm not quite sure. We're all playing the waiting game here. Even Bridget's here playing the waiting game too, wondering who's going to turn up. Oh, was my needle cracked? It's a funny day without the support people, ain't it, guys? It feels like I'm doing 4 days a week again. What do you want? You want to come up here? What, you coming up here? in a way, I'm glad the bloke didn't send the thing through yet, because there's no support, so I couldn't get there, because I've got my shopping and stuff like that I've got to do today. Well, do you want to come up here or not? I'm trying to work out if you do want to come up here or not, Butch. Hang on. Do you want to come up here? Do you want to come up here or not? Where's your bottle? Still waiting to see what is going to happen. Are you coming up here or what? Come here. There you go. You want to play? Teething. Come here. You teething or what? There we go. You teething, fella. Here. Well, look like an old Chinese man, Butch. Well, what do you want, Butch? I try to give you a biscuit. You don't want a biscuit. What else do you want from me? You want a biscuit? Here. Here. You want a biscuit? You don't want a biscuit? Oh, I can't give you. If you don't want a biscuit, bugger you. Dog too, I'm trying to give him a biscuit, but he doesn't, What can you see there, fella? Yes, guys, I'm still here. Yes, we are still waiting together to find out who is going to turn up today. Thought today was going to be nice and easy. I didn't know that Ruby was going to be sick. Hang on. Is that Olivia? Flew in? I think that might be Olivia, guys. I think Olivia just flew in. No, I could be wrong. It could be someone else. I don't know who it is. We'll find out when the person gets out of the camera. Butch is, Butch, don't go in the rain, mate. You'll get wet. Butch, you'll get wet in the rain, fella. Butch is in the rain, just, Butch, you're going to get wet in the rain. Butch, out of the rain, you'll get wet. Well, come here. You don't have to stay in the rain, come here. Dog is in the rain, guys, still. You want to go toilet? Hang on, guys, dog wants to go toilet. Oh, come on, Butch, you want to go toilet? Come on, you hurry up. Oh. Oh, jeez. Been picked on again, guys. Tell ya. Oh. How good a lolly. Instant lolly on one of hers. So go and buy one. With what money? Boys, what do you want to come up here or not? Oh. Boys, enough. No. Yeah, yeah. Want to fight? You want to? Right, that's it. You want to fight? This means war, boy. Mm-hmm. Come here. Come here. Where are you? Yep, we're still. Sorry, guys. We're still waiting. Still waiting to see who's going to turn up today. We do hope. Oh, look, go away, Butch, will you? Ah, it's a pain in my backside, I tell you. And it is raining today before people realise it is raining. That is rain outside. But sit down. But you want to come or not? Ah. No fucking money for me, you bitch. My mother, he goes off her head. She's fucking mental. Mental, guys. That woman is mental in there. She should be in a mental asylum where she belongs. I'm sorry if that upset anyone, but gee, this is what I put up with that bloody shit woman. Oh. I blame Ruby for getting bloody sick. Oh. She should have told someone last night that she was sick. But then it spoils the whole day for me. And she would have just told someone, hey, I'm not coming in, I'm sick the night before, then everyone would have known what was going on. The joys of being me, guys, I tell you. The joys of being me. You know how they say life wasn't meant to be easy? My life certainly is not easy, I tell you. Certainly not easy. Now people realise why I go into rants, why I tell you what's going on and stuff like that. It's not to be because I want to be a show-off or anything like that. It's everyday life that does go on. This is what I put up with all the friggin' time. And I tell you, it gets on your fucking nerves sometimes. It really does. And I do apologise if that upset a few people. But this is the truth. It's everyday life. This is right now. Live streaming right now. This is what's going on right now. Before, people are thinking, what's going on? She's off her brain again. That's what's going on here. She's completely scrambled in the head. Surely there should be someone coming up at 10 o'clock, Jesus. I was hoping Olivia would come today. That would have been alright. I don't think, is Olivia working today? I don't know if it was Olivia's day off today, if she was working. Can't remember. 2025. It is 2025. And it's getting, yep, it is 10 o'clock now. Surely someone should have been here by now. I was hoping it was going to be Olivia, I really did. I hope Olivia was going to turn up. That would have been really great. That would have been great. We would have got to see a bit more of Olivia before she went away. I don't think it is going to be Olivia today. I don't know if it would be Maddie. I don't know what Maddie... No, Maddie goes to college, doesn't she? Just trying to think who else it would be. Someone sent me a message, like your post. Thank you very much for that person that said I liked your post. Hey Hayley, what's going on? We're just waiting for someone to turn up because Ruby is sick. So we are waiting for someone to turn up. So I don't know who's going to be turning up, but we are waiting for someone to turn up. I was hoping it was going to be Olivia, but I guess Olivia might be busy doing something else. Just that Ruby springs this on in the last hour. Oh, you know, saying, oh, I'm sick. You know, then they've got to find coverage. You could have told them the day before. I mean, what, the same morning? Oh, I don't know. And then I've got to sit here, cop mum abusing the shit out of me. No, sometimes I really get sick of it sometimes, guys. And my health is not the best, as you know. And with her going off her head the way she does, I'm over it. I really am over it, guys. You know, I'm really, really over it. There should be someone here by now. It's 10 o'clock. Not happy. No, I'm not happy today. I'm not happy today. Yesterday was a real hell of a day for me. You know, the budget and all this friggin' bullshit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it got around my nerves yesterday. It really did. I just had to walk away for 20 minutes, and I've never done that in my life before. and I had to walk away from Olivia for about 10 minutes just to get my thoughts back, because I was not in a good headspace. And yes, because I got the van going on. I went to see the guy yesterday about getting a quote to get the cows built into it. I'm still waiting for him to send me the quote back on the phone so I can go down and put a deposit and see him, but he hasn't got back to me yet. And that's a bit of a pain in the ass too. Nothing ever goes smoothly for me, I tell you. Nothing ever goes. I mean, look, Ruby's sick, fair enough, but she could have phoned up yesterday and said, look, I'm going to be crook, I won't be able to make it in on Friday. So then we could have got coverage for that day. You with me? But now it leaves everything up in the air, and now I've got to sit here waiting for someone to turn up, because I don't know what time they're going to turn up, or who's going to phone me, or who's going to turn up, if you know what I mean. So it makes it very, very frustrating for me, because then I've got to wonder who's going to turn up. It's not fair on me, because I organise things to go out, and then people, they phone up the same day, so I'm sick, and this is not right. I mean, I know people can't help being sick, but at the end of the day, you could have said, well, I can't come into work tomorrow because I'm not feeling the best. And instead of leaving it to the last moment, and then we've got to scramble around and find someone to take over for that shift, and people are probably already on their shifts, and they sort of can't be in two places at once, if you know what I mean. So it does make it hard for them too. So I appreciate where everyone's coming from, that they are trying to do the best to find someone for coverage for the day. But at the end of the day, it makes it terribly hard for me. Because I'm the one who, cops it all when someone doesn't turn up, and gets all this grief and aggro and stuff like that. And I don't need it at my age. I don't need it. I'm just so far over it, it's not funny. Conveyor bus go reversing back into the car park there. No, you don't need it. I don't need the aggro. Not at my age, I don't need that. I didn't ask for this to happen, did I? I didn't ask for someone to get sick and that there would be no one, that we're phoning around and trying to find someone. I mean, that's, it's not my fault. And it would have been okay if, say for example, when Jadusa was going to be sick, to phone up on Friday afternoon and leave an after message, oh sorry, I won't be here, I'm cook. Because like this, then we've got to scramble around and find someone, and I don't know. I just don't want to go into it. But it does make it hard. Because this happened last time before. Sorry. One good thing, you are getting a long live over this, aren't you? How is that man coming along? I went to see the guy yesterday. Haley, we done got a quote for it. I'm still waiting to hear back from that quote. So I don't know when the quote is going to come. Oh, that's We are all waiting together to see who's going to turn up. How is the dog? That dog is right here sitting down with me waiting to see who is going to turn up. You know what will turn up first? Maybe my quote is support people they'll still be wondering where they are, but my quote will turn up before the support people do, I reckon. And before anyone says yes, this is the longest live so far I have done waiting for a support worker to turn up, I tell you. What's right up to today? What do you want up to today? Yeah, just waiting around early to see who turns up and what time they're gonna fucking turn up. Is gives me the shits, really does.
So what's happening?
I'm waiting. I know. Bloody communication is unbelievable. It doesn't take that long to phone around and say, "Oh, Pete, by the way, this person's coming." See, this is what I put up with, guys. This is what I put up with. This is what I put up with. This is what I put up with. It's not good enough, guys. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. If people are going to get sick, let someone know the day before so then we can find support. Because maybe I have got things on, that need to be done. And I'm getting picked on here, guys, and it's not funny. So, yeah, can you please, if you're going to be sick, phone up the night before so we can get support the next day. Don't phone up the same day and say, "Oh, I'm sick, I can't make it." Because at the end of the day, it throws everyone's schedule out the window. And it's no good for me. And that was for the support people too. So they do know if they are going to be sick, phone up the night before and say, "Look, I don't think I can make it. I'm not feeling the best," So when you phone up the same day, then people are going to phone up and, it makes it very, very hard. Because if I get picked on, Um, everyone loses their cool around here, and I cop it, and I don't like that. I really don't like it because it makes me feel that's why. And I'm over it. I'm really over it, guys. I really am over it, guys. I'm not a violent person, but I tell you, I've had it. I really have. Sorry. Oh, I get there. They, the trouble is that Harley, they should have phoned up yesterday. Should have phoned up yesterday. Oh, sorry, I'm not feeling the best. I don't think I'm going to be able to make my shift that day. Can you find coverage for me on Friday? And then when Olivia was here, maybe they could have phoned up. Maybe when Olivia's here, they could have text messaged Olivia, or can you do the shift with Peter that day, because Ruby's going to be sick, and we could have had someone here doing her shift. So yeah, it really makes it very difficult when that happens. Very difficult, because then you got to find someone, you got to phone around, try and find someone, and it's not good enough. I mean, I could have had a doctor's appointment or something like that. Not good enough. I mean, it's already been a stressful week for me. I mean, what else did the guy have to have today for the week? And as I said before, I've had a hell of a week. I mean, I haven't been sleeping at night with budgets and people coming after me for, for this, for that. It's, yeah. Because I said in the live stream, and you missed it before, that I only could concentrate on one thing. Okay. I've removed that guy from the channel. I'm not going to put up with any of that bullshit, so I've removed him. There we go. Removed him from my channel. Guys, I just want to check a message that came. I thought a message came through. Hello, Lloyd. How are you today? Still waiting for a support worker, Lloyd. There was meant to be one. They were meant to phone around and see if they could get someone, right? And I still haven't heard yet. So I'm still waiting for a support worker to come. One of my support team to come. I mean, surely I thought that Olivia had the day off today. I mean, I do. I just said in the live stream, as I just said before. I mean, surely that people can phone up and say, look, I can't make it into work. Like the night before, so that they can find coverage the next day. They can ring around like after hours and say, well, what are you doing tomorrow? Are you busy tomorrow? Pete needs someone to look after him, and do it like that. I mean, I don't understand why people, it's the morning they phone up and say, oh, I can't come, I'm sick. Oh, gee, it's not giving no one no bloody warning, is it? And this is what annoys me, because then I cop it. I cop it on this end. It's not only that end, I cop it on this end here. Well, I'm trying to give you a biscuit, but you won't eat. You want it or not? and I'm sitting here like a shack on a bloody rock. Because no one bothers to say to me, "Oh, Pete, yeah, we've phoned up a few people." Um, and then I know what's going on. Because like this, I don't know what's going on. Um, you got it? You gonna eat it or not? I hope you haven't dropped that biscuit. Give up around here. Oh. Really good timing, isn't it, guys? Can't you see I'm smiling from ear to ear? Oh man, I've never. Yeah, that's easy. I'm still waiting for support, mate. No one's turned up. Ruby phones up. I don't know, Harley this morning, and phoned up to say that she was sick. So in the meantime, they're trying to find, they're trying to say when we phone. Did you read that or what? They're trying to phone people to see who's available, right? And it's taken almost an hour for them to get back to me and say, "Hey Pete, we haven't found anyone for you yet." So then because let's see, I'm copying it from Mum and Dad again. You know, can't you take a shopping and that? And I said to them, I'm still waiting to hear back what's going on. Because, you know, even Ruby too, she could have phoned up yesterday night and said, well, look, I am feeling a bit crook, you know, I don't think I'm going to be making it in tomorrow. And, you know, because then I have to, if you phone up the very next morning and say, oh, I'm not coming to work, then of course people are doing other shifts, they can't, you know, drop a shift and say, oh yeah, I've got to go on to Peter, I can't do this shift. I mean, it's a pain in my ass. It really is a pain in my friggin' ass. What are you doing? Here. You got it or not? Where's the biscuit you just dropped? Here. You want it or not? Happy Friday, Pete. Happy Friday to me. It's a really good Friday. I'm really, really happy about this Friday. Really bloody happy about it. As I said before, can't you see me smiling from here to here? Get everything organised, get your day planned, and then people can't find people because they're out doing something different. that's bad. It is. It's really bad. That is bad. Should phone up the day before and say, look, I can't make my shift on Friday, I'm feeling sick. So on Thursday night, they could have rang around and got one of my support team that was covering. They could have got one of my support team and they could have taken over the shift. You know, they could have said to Olivia while she was here, oh, Olivia, can you do the shift on for tomorrow too, because Ruby's not going to make it, she's sick. Instead of you phone up the same day and say, I can't make it to work, I'm sick. Why not let people know the day before in the afternoon that you weren't coming? So then we could make the rosters up and we could do changes and stuff like that, so people knew where they stood. Because as I said, it's easy. I could have had a doctor's appointment, right? And it's not good enough. I'm not amused. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. She really let me down today. Really let me down. Really let me down. Ah. Anyone wants to talk about anything, please feel free. Can't into that. That didn't last long, did it? Hang on, guys. Man's got to figure out what's going on. Hang on. Hang on, guys. Nearly. Had a call then. Oh, excuse me. We nearly had a call then, guys. We just gotta wait and see. George, will you sit down? Sit. Looks like there might be someone coming. 10:30. So I am back. Just waiting on one girl. Last resort. Her name is Sophie. Not the old Sophie, another Sophie who used to work for. We are waiting for her to get back to us. Olivia's got other plans. Someone else has got other plans. Anyway, the upshot is we are going to be, say, when we removing, we're going to be removing Ruby from the team maybe. So it's sad times. But yeah, just a lot of sickies. A lot of sickies. I mean, geez, Louise. So yeah, it's very sad about it, but it's yeah. I mean that's yeah. I don't know. Sad times. Really is. Butch. Butchie. Is that yours? Yeah, guys, we are still waiting to hear what's going on. This has been the worst morning of my life. Sorry guys that this live is so boring. I do apologise for that. I'm just waiting on another call to come back in so we can see what is going to happen. TFA of us again, guys. Now the sun's coming out, which that's great news. We're going out again, Cannon. Jeez, it goes out more times than I go out. How are you today? I'm alright. We're waiting for someone to come for today. We unfortunately might be removing Ruby from the team. Just too many days off. Unfortunately, it saddens me, but I've got to think what's best for me. I just got to think what's best for me. You know, I need support, and I've got to have someone that's going to be here every shift, every Friday, and not, you know, and this has been a few Fridays this has been happening. So, you know, unfortunately, you know, you've got to move on. And it saddens me. This is what happens with support people. Sometimes things work out you can work with someone for a year, and that's great. And sometimes things in life do happen. And I'm going to make her a backup person for sure. She'll be a backup person. But yeah, there's other shit that's going on. I mean, I'm a shitty person. Wait, no, no. Oh, and I'm a tired person too. I'll be basically. Oh, it's all good. Butcher's here waiting. I haven't got the quote yet to them. Butch, come here. Butchie. The dog is trying to get out the gate. It's been quite a long live stream this one. Butchie! Been a very long live stream this one. I hope you've all enjoyed this bloody live. It has been a real funny live stream. Really weird live stream, eh? Yeah. Been a good live so far. $1.80. Oh, I've been working like an hour, eh? Geez, I've been on for a while, haven't I? Sorry, mate. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, apologise to me. What have you done? What are you sorry about? You don't got to be sorry with me, mate. We're all one happy family here. Well, we try to be. Some of us are, some of us aren't. Dogs, you should see me dog. My dog's on guard duty. He's just, look at it, he's got his nose up. Come on here or what? It's okay, I thought that was someone for me, but no, apparently someone that went the other way. Fair enough. I thought, well, yeah, support person's coming, that's great news, but no. Yeah. And are you going to? Are you? Well, I'm live at the moment. Yeah. We're just waiting to see who's going to turn up and see what happened, because we don't know what's going to happen at the moment. We're still waiting to hear back from Sophie. She's our last choice, and we'll be Harley will be phoning me back to let me know what is going on. So, yeah. We're waiting to find out what is going to happen. I have been on here a long time. Yes, I have been on here a long time. We're going to find out what's going on. Harley's going to phone me back soon, guys, and you guys are going to know the verdict. We're all going to find out the verdict together. So, yeah, please stay tuned on the channel, and you will find out the verdict with me, what is going to happen. Unbelievable, but 2 people gone. Can't believe it. When I say 2 people, I mean 2 people left the Dream Team. Jeez. And of course we'll be losing, what's it aim to, for God knows, a month, whatever, 2 months, jeez. There's another one going. Ah, jeez. There seems to be a lot of people leaving the Dream Team, don't they? Dream Team is getting new faces, so I'm sorry to say there is going to be maybe another change of the, what do you call it, profile picture again. So I do, what's here? I just gave you a biscuit. Here. Here. Look, here. Here. Butch. Here. Here. I just gave you a biscuit. Come here. Oh. Where? Want to fetch? Fetch. Yeah. Fetch. Oh, man. One person still on. Welcome to the one person that's still on. Not many videos coming out. No filming today, but it looks a bit, guys. This is a trick that you get into too. This is a trick that you get into. When support people don't turn up, you don't get to do any videos. Unfortunately, because there's like no one here for you to do them. And in a way, I'm lucky that my quote didn't come in yet, because I wouldn't be able to get down there because no support person. I mean, I find that really, really incredible. As I said, Butch, what do you want, to khaki or what? You want to go potty? Want to poo? What do you want to do? You want a khaki? Dog wants to go toilet. Go again. Do you want to go toilet? Do you want to go toilet? You want to go potty? You want to go khaki? Right. God, this has been a long live, hasn't it, guys? One of those longest lives we've ever done. Before people are asking me, are you going to do live streaming tomorrow, Pete? Yeah, I'm going to take the weekend off, guys. I know I keep saying, yeah, I'll take the weekend off. Then I'll pop on. Honestly, no, I'm going to take Saturday and Sunday off from YouTube and TikTok just for 2 days. I'll be still posting and still get to see videos, but no, I won't be doing live streaming on the weekends. I'm going to try and keep the weekends to myself, sort of thing, because when I do the weekend lives, there's lots of stuff that on the TV catches up, and yeah, I just have so much shit that's on the TV to catch up with, and I can't do say with me live streaming every bloody day, you know what I mean? So I do have to cut the live streaming back a little bit, and just do live. I'm going to do live streaming every, say with me, every, what's come here, I'm going to do live streaming every say, what's come here, say with me, I'm going to do live streaming every 5 days a week. But basically, that bus going out again. That bus is always out. That's the third time the thing's been out. We'll find out soon, another 3 minutes, what's going to be happening. So we'll be finding out what's going to happen. But there is so much going on, it's not funny. Boys, what are you doing? Here. Boys, here, boy. A lolly? Maltese, aren't ya? Come here, Butch. You coming up here or what? You had doggy dinner? You need doggy bath, don't ya? Yeah, so this is the way it works out, guys. If someone gets sick and they don't call in, I mean, she done the right thing, she called in, which is really, really great. But yeah, we are trying to find, say with me, other people to take other positions on the team. Like, say with me, Maddie's really stepping up to the plate now. It's really good. But really, the only one that we've got on the team that's from the old days is Maddie and Olivia now. Jesus. Sad times. Really sad times. It's 11 o'clock now. I'm sure we'll hear something any moment now. Because it's 11 o'clock now, we'll probably hear something any time now. at Bridget, but even Bridget Bear's not happy at all. Not you know. Someone say, oh, another Butch, come here. Do you want to come up here or not? Come on, you coming or not, fella? Come here. Butch, come here. I know you're waiting for someone to come. I can't help that, fella. We're all waiting. So, oh, hi, Pete. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. How are you? I'm good. I'm just waiting for a support worker. Still, we're giving that support people at 11 o'clock. Harley will phone me very soon with an update, and I'll have another talk to her and see what is going on, stuff like that, so we can work it out and see what's going on. Come here. Come here. Come here, Butch. Butch, come here, fella. You hungry? Here, here. There. There. Butch is going to open the lid now. He's got his biscuit thing. He's going to open the lid now and he's going to find out how to take the biscuits out the lid. Yeah, still waiting, Mum. Still waiting. Story of my life, this is, I'll tell you.
She still hasn't come.
No, we're waiting on a call.
Waiting on a call.
Wait.
She's not coming.
They're waiting on a call to see what else you can do. It's fact. I blame Ruby. Oh, my back. What do you got there, fella? Oh, you found something to amuse yourself with, have you? All right, good on you. Oh. Oi, what are you doing, fella? Butch has found something to amuse himself with. The longest life that you guys have ever had, isn't it? dog has found something to amuse himself with. I gave him the biscuit container that's got biscuits on, and he's looking at the biscuit container and he's trying to get the biscuits out of it. What are you doing there? He's occupying himself by trying to get biscuits out. Yeah, we're just waiting to hear back. In the meantime, you got me. It looks like it's going to be one of these live streams, which is going to go on and on and on. So we've got to find something to talk about till we get the call in, and then we'll all know what's going on, because then I will tell you what's going on in the live stream, and you'll know what's going on. But basically, Ruby's let the side down. She got sick and didn't say it until this morning. So this is throwing everything into chaos. We are trying to find someone to cover that shift, and we're trying to cover someone to cover Friday shifts from now on. So yeah, things are still up there. When I get more information on what's going on, of course I'm going to share it with you guys, because you know me, I always share every news that is breaking on the channel, because I do want people to know what is going on my channel, and I do let people know, so there will be news with what's going on. If someone leaves or someone comes, of course, you know, you guys will be the first one to find out what's going on. Because yeah, that's easy. I was talking to Harley before. Let's see. We are still waiting to get a support worker for me for today. It's a pretty bad organisation, I tell you. I mean, Ruby lets it side down by phoning up on the day and saying, I'm sick. And I had to talk to Harley, and we're going to try and put someone else in on the Fridays from now on. It means Ruby will probably not be working with me, you know, for the Friday shift. She might be just a backup person, something like that. Because we do need someone to be here every Friday on a shift. You know, once in a while, yeah, if you get sick or you're on holiday, fine. But, you know, like, you know, you're here 1 week and then the next week you've got an appointment for something else. The next week you've got an appointment for something else. And, yeah, see what I mean? It goes around that way. And it's sad, but I've got to think of me, and I've got to think of my support that I do get. That the NDIS give me people to work with me for support, so I've got to think of that too. I know a lot of you might think, well, isn't that a bit extreme, Pete? You know, aren't you, you know, you're being a bit harsh, aren't you? No, I'm not being harsh. I'm trying to find someone that is here every Friday for me, you know, and does it to someone know, or Thursday I can't be here, I'm busy. That did sound not. You know, I had to do it that way, let's see, because the whole day, I mean, Mum and Dad wanted to go shopping today. I'm still waiting for a support worker, you know, and it's really thrown, and it's not the first time. It happened a time before that Ruby finished, you know, she had appointments, fair enough, everyone gets appointments, but then a time before that, Ruby had something else on. She went away for the weekend. Couldn't work the Friday shift. We had to cover someone else. Then there was the time before that. It has been happening frequently now, and I have to sort of put a stop to it, sort of thing, and have someone. It does upset me. Let's see, it does upset me because we have been working together for almost nearly, say with me, in February, almost a year, and that's you know, and I've got all the respect for Ruby, all the respect in the world for her. But you know, when this happens, you start to question the people that work with you. You want to know if they're going to have your back and they're going to be there. And Ruby's had my back, don't get me wrong. She's been a fantastic person to work with. I've loved working with Ruby. I reckon she's great. She's a great person. You know, it's this sad when people start taking Fridays off and they should be on a shift with you, and then you've got no coverage for that shift because no one turns up or they're busy or something like that happens. Then it puts the whole chaos. It puts the whole of my day, which is today, Friday is my day. It puts it out the window. Everything goes out the window. I can't do this, can't do that because there's no support. And you know, Harley is trying behind the scenes. We're trying to find out what Sophie's doing, another support worker. We're trying to find out what she's doing. And this does make it hard that we've got people. Now we've got to find someone to cover Ruby shifts and that. So, and it makes it very, very hard. It really does for me, because I have to, you know, like I said, I could have had a doctor's appointment or something, and it throws everyone out the window. It throws the shifts out the window, because you know, people do want to do things. People do want to go here. They do want to go there, and it makes it very hard when you've got someone that, you know, you've got to wait for them, find someone else to cover someone's shift. And again, I've got to get to know someone all over again. Like, you know, I knew Ruby inside out. I really did. I knew her inside out, and it is pretty, you know, it is, I don't know, it is pretty sad, you know. No one's, now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this to be nasty to no one, none of my support work, but don't forget, there's no jobs that's certain. If people keep taking time off and then they're unreliable, they don't turn up when they should, I do have to then say to Harley, well, look, this person is not pulling their weight. They've always got time off. They're always doing this or going there or doing whatever. And I have to let them know, because then I have to find someone to look after me. You're not babysit me, but for emotional support, there has to be someone here. And when people, you know, keep phoning up, oh, I'm sick, sort of thing, then you have to find someone that's going to be constantly there every Friday. And Ruby has been great. Don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed working with Ruby so much. She's helped me through a hell of a lot of stuff. She's helped me get this phone sorted out. I don't know. She's really helped me with a lot of stuff, and I'm always be grateful to her. You know, and I'm hoping maybe one day I might see her again. Who knows? Nothing's set in stone of what's going to happen in the future, guys. But just remember that there's always, that's a TikTok person, there's always something that does happen, and this is why probably why I'm losing subscribers too, because the people that do leave the Dream Team, well, they of course then the support people that work with me, of course they unsubscribe to the channel because they think, oh well, why should I be on that channel? Because I know I no longer work with the person, so why am I going to be there with him when there's no one there with me? If you know what I mean. And it throws everything, like I said, out the window. It should be, everything should be like out the window sort of thing.